This is a hit piece.
This is so good. This is so good.
Gracias por ver la esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. How you guys doing? Hope you guys having a great day. James Gunn. I feel like James Gunn got Superman wrong. I just got to be honest with you guys. It's just how I feel. Even though he was right, he still kind of got him wrong, if you know what I'm saying. He got him right in the sense of what I wanted him to show to the general audience who are kind of like iffy on Superman. You know the people, you know the type of people, oh, Superman's kind of lame. He's kind of corny. He cheesy. He whack. He a Boy Scout. Oh my God, he's not for me. He's too OP. Those type of people. And James Gunn did well with Superman coming across likable to the people who never really seemed to give him a chance to like him. So for that, James gets a W. And I appreciate him for that. Superman's at $600 million worldwide. That's a lot lower than a lot of us wanted it to be. I mean, I feel like 750 was the threshold of a success. We've come a little shorter than that. But still, Superman is the highest grossing superhero movie of 2025, y'all. That is something to be proud of. Even though we don't like the figures. I don't like the figures as much. It made more than that Captain America 4, that Thunderbolts, and that Fantastic Four. So, let's give it up for Superman. That's for you, Soups. Now, there's something that I wanted to talk about. Clark Kent wasn't really highlighted in James' Superman movie. We got a lot of Superman, but we got very little Clark Kent. That's one of the big problems that I had with Man of Steel, bro. There was no Clark Kent in Man of Steel, and the Clark Kent that was in Man of Steel didn't really F with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Clark Kent of the Daily Planet didn't even show up until the end, the last scene of Man of Steel. So that was way off. But this version of Superman that James Gunn brings in 2025, I thought in my head like, whoa, we seen him in the trailer having that discussion. All right, Cronkite, go ahead. Yeah, I'll give you an interview. Yeah. People were going to die. That trailer was fire. And I felt like that scene was going to be so deep, so meaningful, and so powerful. And even though it was nice to watch, it didn't feel as deep as it looked like it was going to be. I felt a little bit disappointed because even though that was supposed to be Clark talking to Lois, it was instantly transformed into Superman being interviewed by Lois. So we've only seen 2% of Clark Kent in this whole entire movie. I want to see Clark Kent. I want to see the duality. I want to see the shift. I want to see that. And when I reviewed the movie, I was like, yo, he ain't really being Clark like that, because his Clark is kind of blending into Superman. It's hard to distinguish the two. I see him with the hairpiece, but he still has that powerful, deep voice, and his posture's great. He doesn't come off as a Boy Scout, clumsy, don't look at me, I ain't a swag playboy like that, I'm just a nerd. He don't come off as that when he's Clark Kent. But a recent clip of David Corenswet's audition tape has come out. Remember, have you seen a Superman? You saw the 18-minute, they rave about it, 10-minute. It was like a 10-minute scene between David Corenswet and Lois Lane. That scene was also put into David's audition tape because James he wanted to see how the duality between a Clark and a Lois and a Superman and a Lois would work. So he sent out the audition script, pieces of the script for them to go off of. And David takes this, I think he's having the back and forth with his wife in the background. And what he delivered was absolute gold. Bruh, check this out.
It's August 28th, 2025, about 3 p.m. I'm sitting here with, of all people, Superman. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here.
He's got that look, doesn't he?
This is weird.
I'm not weirded out at all. You said you wanted to interview me.
Yes, but I feel like I'm acting, pretending like I don't know who you are. I'm a reporter, Clark, in the business of truth.
I get it. I get the same way when I pretend to interview myself.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I don't know if it's weirder.
Wow.
It's equally weird.
That's actually weird.
Well, I'm not dating myself, so...
Let's just try this again. So, recently it was reported you flew into Pokalistani airspace and intercepted 3 missiles headed for the nation of Balya. And you did this without speaking to anyone in national or international defense organizations beforehand. Is that accurate?
Sorry, I thought this was going to be more of like an overall profile.
Oh, well, I don't think we actually discussed...
Because that seems a little bit dark. I like a serious, dark question, don't you think?
You thought I was going to write a puff piece?
No. I just felt a little bit,
What?
tacky.
Tacky?
I'm not saying you meant it that
See,
way.
Clark, this is what I'm saying. You're so used to interviewing yourself, you think that even the most innocuous of question...
Innocuous? You're accusing me of defying international treaties.
Because you defied international treaties.
To save lives, yes.
Oh, international protocols be damned, right? What if everybody did?
This is a hit piece.
This is so good. This is so good. Where he realizes, like, what is going on here? You lured me here under fall. You asking me these political questions. Wait a minute. He said, this is a hit piece. It's so organic. And let's keep watching. Let's go back.
Right? What if everybody did?
This is a hit piece.
What?
You're doing a hit piece on me.
I'm not doing a... I am asking basic questions.
That's funny. Look at that.
Ask.
So
It's fine. It's fine. As a matter of fact, I actually have to go.
Oh, great. This is what you do every time.
I'm not doing anything.
You act like nothing's wrong and you pout and you leave.
Nothing is wrong. I am not pouting, and I have things to do at home.
I'm out of here.
Well, all right, now who's pouting? Fine. Silent treatment? I don't care. I don't care.
Now, so organic, so Clark Kent. He was going in and out between Clark Kent and Superman in this interview. In the film, it was strictly Superman, and it felt less real, less organic, less my girlfriend's talking to me. This was so much organic. The chemistry he has, obviously, I think this is his wife who he's talking to. But him and Rachel Brosnahan have a lot of chemistry as well. There's no reason they couldn't have done this same thing here. The lines and the off-the-cuff lines that David was using here was different from what was used in the script. This is a hit piece. You're writing a hit piece on me. It's fine. It's fine. I actually have to go. I love it. I absolutely... It was like that. It was like Family Guy, bro. Where Superman pulled up to the door and he was like, hey, Lois, ready to go? And he was like, yeah, let me get my... She bent over. He was like, he x-ray visioned her, saw that baby. Actually, something happened on Krypton. Gotta go.
Hey, Lois, ready to go to dinner?
Yeah, sure. Just let me grab my purse.
But I got something I gotta do back on Krypton.
I thought Krypton was destroyed.
I think we should see other people.
Nigga, out of there. Deadbeat daddy. Funny. But it's back to seriousness, bro. David understands the character of Superman and he understands the character of Clark Kent. Before we get into the second part of this video, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Are you guys aware of Jody's Corner Patreon? I've been doing Patreon for a minute. And now we have like thousands of Patreons on patreon.com/Jody's Corner. Like, it's like I have 3 channels at this point. I have 3 channels and a full website. What you get for your Patreon subscription, the value is immense. The private Discord, not just anime.com, full anime library, as well as everything that's on patreon.com. There's stuff on Patreon. There's a lot of reactions over there, discussions and stuff that I just don't and can't put on YouTube. Full-length movie reactions on Patreon. That's why there's a lot of people over there. And that's how I'm able to fund a lot of this stuff from this channel. It's through Patreon. And it's through the live stream, a lot of the donations that my amazing community gives me. But Patreon is by far the biggest piece of that puzzle. So if you guys are interested in checking out the Patreon, just go to patreon.com/Jody's Corner and see what is there to offer. And actually, here's a little glimpse of what we're watching on Patreon right now.
So Brian's gonna shoot him?
I'm from Los Angeles, West LA.
West LA, gang, nigga, gang.
I mean, show business. I don't know why they
Fix your headset. How come you still don't know when your headset not working? Jerry Curl Jackson, Tito looking motherfucker.
What I mean is, like, we're Italian.
Oh, my dad is Jewish and my mother's family is African American.
Black. We don't F with no niggas. Hey, hey, hey. Once he heard you a gorilla. Oh no, we don't crossbreed with gorillas.
Oh, my dad is Jewish and my mother's family is African American.
Tannenbaum, right. But on your application to Columbia, you didn't check Jewish, did you?
No, they can't ask about religious affiliation.
All right.
African American.
So we do understand each other here. You're Ditsun.
Excuse me?
Charcoal briquette, a moulignon.
What's your problem?
I think you know what my problem is. I got business associates who are black. And they don't want my son with their daughters, and I don't want their sons with mine.
Fuck you.
See, that's the kind of thing I'm hoping to avoid.
What happened is my fault, and I should have never taken it out on you three. But I didn't know what to do. And I know that by saying that I know these things doesn't make it better. It's just Carmen, my heart's broken. My heart's just broken. Jericho, police, open the door!
I wanna know what love is.
Police, come on with your hands up!
Want you to show me. I wanna know what love is. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what we're about to do? Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1. That old lady on his back everywhere he went.
And yeah.
But I mean,
it's kind of tough.
Did he lose
It's
bravery?
real tough.
And was gonna choose to die for her, bro. He was gonna sack himself for her. She was
tough.
like, nah, I'm too old.
He's the only person who's won 2 games.
Dude is tight.
And this is
But not in this movie, he not. Not in this movie, y'all. I'm sorry. They really did him dirty. We've already seen that David Corenswet had a back and forth brouhaha with James Gunn. The full video of that interaction's on my channel. Actually, just go in the description after this video is done. I can link it down below and check that out because it's all there. He disagreed with James Gunn the fact that, hey, yo, why am I doing this scene where I'm telling Lex Luthor, I feel so bad, you hurt my feelings? When he talked to his uncle, his freaking dad, Paul Kent, and he already got the assurance that he needed to fight and defeat Lex Luthor and continue being Superman. And he challenged James on it, and he won because James took it out of the movie. David basically checked James and let him know that's not Superman. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. James doesn't know Superman. James doesn't even like Superman. James is doing this because, as you guys can research, Peter Safran wanted this done. David Zaslav wanted this done, not James Gunn. James Gunn admitted that in 2018, he turned Superman down. They offered it to him, and he said, no, I don't believe in this character. He turned it down, then turned it down again. Now he's doing it for the 3rd time because Peter Safran and David Zaslav said, yo, we need to do Superman. Mind you, the only reason why he's even doing Wonder Woman now is because of upward pressure. David Zaslav's like, yo, what's the plans for Wonder Woman? You got this Amazon prequel series with no Wonder Woman in it? Yeah, well, you know, David, you know, I just want to... Nah. I just told the investors we're going to do Superman, Supergirl, Batman, and Wonder Woman as the pillars of DC. Freak you doing, James? You know what? You're right. I'm going to fast track Wonder Woman. And now all of a sudden, Wonder Woman's going to be out in the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have intentions to do Wonder Woman or Trinity. He didn't even want to do Superman. And I see why. Because he himself said, tell me if a Superman fan would do this. He said, what's up with these glasses? What are we going to do with this? I just can't make any sense of why people don't recognize Clark with the glasses. I don't understand it. Tom King was in the room, a real comic writer, and he had to put James he had to put him on game and let him know what's up. He was like, James, there's a lot of iterations, even this stuff that you know and I know as Superman fans. There's iterations where people just don't recognize him because he's that different, from his posture to the way he speaks, him being clumsy, unconfident, a complete opposite, to the point where people are like, that's definitely not him. Christopher Reeve mirrored a lot of that in the 80s Superman movies, the 78 to 87, I think it was, Superman movies, okay? He did a lot of that. You know, remember the clip? Have you guys seen the clip where he was about to tell Lois and he instantly took his glasses off and Lois, I have to tell, that shit was beautiful. And that's what I know David wants to do. He understands. And there's also another version of Superman where he hypnotizes you. Like, you don't see what is real. You see something different when you look at him. Tom King had to tell James that about Superman. Why didn't James Gunn know that himself? If you're a Superman fan, if you're running DC, if you read the comics, he didn't. He's not a Superman fan and he doesn't give a shit. This is a paycheck for him to get to what he really cares about. We all know what that is. James Gunn cares about freaking Peacemaker. And let me be the first person to say this. Freak Peacemaker, bro. Because he shortened the theatrical window of Superman just so he can get to Peacemaker. You don't believe me? Here's an actual quote of what he said. You see what I'm talking about? He only did it this one time. He made sure, all the other DC movies they're going to get their full 45 days in theaters. I only shortened Superman's money in the box office because I really wanted Peacemaker to come out. Homie, nah. He does this because he doesn't respect, nor does he give a shit about the character of Superman. He never did, but he does. David does. David is letting this man know exactly what time it is, bro. And he showed him what's up. And I think that David should be involved with the writing process of Superman 2. I really want that to happen. I need that to happen. You know what? Even if he doesn't get a writing credit, because there's a lot of movies in Hollywood that other people have helped write, other ideas that they've given the writer, and they don't get the writing credit for it, nor do they ask it. Because having writing credit is kind of pushy on people. Because if I'm hired to write something, you give me ideas and I'm like, that's a great idea. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use it. Oh wow. Yeah. But that person says, maybe can I get a little co-write credit? I thought you were just helping me. Like, I didn't know you want a credit. Okay, all right, I don't want a credit. That's wrong. It's tension there because getting writing credit means further opportunities, a bigger revenue share, money's involved, status. People want the credit that they want their name on a project. They don't want no one else's name. Typically in Hollywood, they don't want no one else's name. You know what I'm saying? So even if David doesn't get a writing credit for Superman 2, I don't care. I do care. I want him to get the credit. I just want to know that David is involved with the creative process moving forward for the character of Superman. In the script for Superman 2, guiding James Gunn. Let me tell you, Tom King, Safran, and David Zaslav have been pulling James Gunn to DC and help show him the way. James Gunn is not a DC Comics fan. We know what he's about. He likes those D-list, C-list, obscure characters that he could just disrespect, have fun with, sexualize, and kill. He made the Suicide Squad, right? And he killed 90% of them because that's what you could do with D-list characters. No one gives a shit if they live or die. And that's perfect for somebody like James Gunn, who might want to see him get bent over and clapped from the back or blown up by a pipe bomb in a toilet. That's the type of stuff that he likes. You can't do that with Superman. So I know that he couldn't have as much fun as he wanted. Shout out to my dog, Lucas, man. He has another channel. Here's a clip from it. He inspired me to even want to make this video. So shout outs to him, bro. He was dead on in his commentary. Go ahead and check this out.
What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about the audition tape for Corenswet that was released for his, auditioning for Superman. And I have to say, the more I see of this film, right, the behind the scenes and everything, the more I absolutely despise James Gunn. I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like he robbed us of greatness with his little immature, goofy antics. Because in his audition tape, he does everything that I criticize him for not doing in the movie. And that goes to show
100%.
you that honestly, Corenswet understands the character more than James Gunn. James Gunn has an infantile, childish mindset where he thinks like fart jokes and kicking Superman in his groin is funny. And I'm like, you're a grown ass man, like a really grown man. And I don't understand how your humor hasn't matured. And here's the thing, there is a time and a place for a nut kick, right? There's a time and a place for that. There's a time and a place for someone to scream, they were gonna die. There's a time and a place for that. There's a time and a place for the goofy, oh, we're gonna get it into his lungs and, the hammer of Bavaria and all this.
Yeah.
Time and place.
I agree 100%. There's a time and place for things like that. You can put comedy, you can put jokes, you can put hilariosity in your movie. But when the overall character is sacrificed for that, that's when it becomes a problem. I feel like the depth of Superman has been sacrificed. I feel like, obviously, there's been no Clark Kent in this movie, basically. You could argue that in Man of Steel and Superman 2025 both have the same issue. No Clark Kent representation. And I'm the same way with Batman. Understand, you don't cast Batman. You cast Bruce Wayne. That's the first thing that you need to do. James, pay attention, please. Cast Bruce Wayne. Batman comes second. The cowl, the cape, the CG will do the rest. You got to get the right Bruce Wayne so you can get your Batman, because that is the character that's very important. The duality between an upstanding citizen like Bruce Wayne and a freaking bat that jumps and goes at night to fight crime with no superpowers, to put fear in the hearts of those who prey on the fearless, the fearful, okay? That's a duality. Superman also has that duality between Superman and Clark Kent. Both of these characters have their alter egos, where Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman's really him, and how Clark Kent is very much truly who he is, but Superman is someone different. Superman is the mask. It's opposite between Batman and Superman. Okay? That's important. Just as much, almost as much, that Bruce Wayne is important to the character Batman, Clark Kent is to Superman. And I feel like James really missed the mark on that, bro, because he's really not a fan of Superman. He has very little comic knowledge, if any. He didn't even know about the glasses and the hypnotize, or the fact that his posture is different to trick people. Like, this is just like Superman 101 stuff. He already turned down the movie twice before doing it now. He said even now he only did this movie because of Peter Safran. If James had his way, that Authority movie would have been the first movie of the DCU, followed by Peacemaker. Imagine that, DCU motherfreakers. That shit trash. You could miss me all the way. Miss me with that bullshit. I don't want that. But that's what James would want. That's why it's important that a Peter Safran is there. And that's why a David Zaslav is there. Because if it wasn't for Peter and David, we would not get a Superman movie and we wouldn't get a Wonder Woman movie. That's just period. Period. If it was up to James, no Wonder Woman or Superman would be coming out in the first. It wasn't going to happen. So now that we understand this and know this, or we're thinking about this and where our brain juices are stewing, we can really see what he has planned for the future. And if the future of Superman doesn't involve David Corenswet's input, I fear like the Superman IP is just going to be a surface level Guardians of the Galaxy of the DCU featuring Superman movie. And I don't want that for the trilogy. Superman is better than that. I don't care how much money it makes or how much money it doesn't make. What's important is that people who are introduced to Superman see that it's the real, true Superman that they're watching. That's what's important. Get the character right. Have all the fun that you want around the character. You don't even need to follow the comics. These are superhero comic book based adaptations. You do not need to follow comics. The one rule that everybody who makes a DCU, MCU, Star Wars, whatever movie, whatever fan fiction it is, it could be Maze Runner, could be The Hunger Games, in that novel, in that book, in that comic, you take the main character that you're talking about and you copy and paste him into the movie. The only thing you need to get right is the character. Make sure the character is one for one, and then play around everything else. Play around side characters, play around stories, play around villains, play around scenarios. That's where the artistic stuff comes from. But you don't mess with the core character. That should always stay the same across all of the canon media. And that's what me and Lucas was talking about. I hope you guys check out the full Lucas video. I got y'all down below in the description. The link will be there. Go watch it and tell him that Jody Joe sent you guys over there. All right, hit the like button and hit subscribe if you like the content. We're gonna keep it real with this content and this media because I pride myself on honesty. I'm trying to be a little bit more PC with how I do my delivery, but I gotta be honest with the same time. Hopefully I'm succeeding at that with this video. Maybe I'm failing. Let me know. Critique this video all you want. I am gonna be looking at the comments. Let me know parts where I can improve or things that you want to see. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out. Deuces.